Hello everyone and welcome to another Devlog episode. So, today we will be talking about the UI and the sounds in my game. After ignoring stuff like options menu or just the menu in general, I finally got it together and created a menu. With that, I also created some sounds for the game. This is a pretty hard challenge for me. Graphics were already very hard for me because I'm not really that good at drawing. But I have basically zero experience with sounds, only from some games, but they didn't have the scope of this one. I will also be talking a little bit about the mission system and how that evolved, and what its purpose is in the gameplay. As always, let me know some suggestions in the comments, and let's start. So to start off, we will be looking at the mission system. Right now, you can see the missions tab, which will appear when you speak with the NPC. There are 4 types of missions: grassland, caves, castle or mountaintop. In all of those types, you can either change it to easy, medium or hard. Your rewards at the end of the missions will be according to what type of mission it is and what difficulty. Now I will be explaining a bit more of why this is even a thing and what's the purpose of it. My thought process with this was, what if the player has bad luck in the game? He doesn't get the rewards he wanted and his inventory is looking a little dry and he can't really defend himself against stronger enemies with bad equipment. The player wouldn't be able to progress in the game and he would be stuck and he would maybe even quit and refund the game or something. With the missions, I want to combat this. So, if the player has bad equipment and can't progress anymore in the game, he can always start the mission and get the rewards from these missions to get better equipment. He has to get a little lucky as well. He can always start another mission and get more rewards. I think this is a pretty cool way of combating this issue. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, now let's get to the main part, the UI. Anyways, now for the UI. I started off making a nice looking health bar for the player, so you will always know what your health looks like. Nothing special, but one thing I want to point out is that making the health bar go down smoothly is a pretty big task, and I might make a tutorial on that. So, now for the real UI, the pause menu. I know, very exciting. But actually, making a good looking pause menu is pretty important, because players will probably spend more time in the pause menu than on most of your levels. And you can spend a lot of time making a good looking pause menu that feels juicy and responsive. So I made this pretty basic pause menu. All the buttons react pretty nicely in my opinion, and the options menu works perfectly. You can't really see that in this recording because I would have to build the game for that, which I didn't do. I also opted to not pause the game while in the pause menu. I know, not a really good name choice then, but I opted for this because it would cause a lot of problems if I would pause the game. So I didn't really want to deal with that and just decided on not pausing it. And I think that's okay. So, the last part of the video will now be the sounds. I know, very exciting as well. In this part I will probably not talk that much because I will give you some sound samples. Sounds are also not my main expertise. Yesterday I went outside to maybe gather some sounds, and today I looked at everything I gathered and I can't use any of it. But I went outside and it was pretty nice, but the wind was just way too heavy and there was always like a train or some cars in the background, and yeah, I couldn't use the sounds. So now I will give you a sample of my first try with the sounds. And now I will give you the second audio sample. I hope you enjoy it. So now we're basically at the end of this video. Thank you for watching and I hope you come back to the next devlog episode. And bye!